Hello, folks, and welcome to Osquery office hours. It is late September, so here in the Boston area, it is sunny and crisp out. Great weather here. Hopefully, great weather for others. But welcome to Osquery. Announcements. Anyone have any announcements since last weekend? Last meeting, excuse me. Okay. Next section is an open section for any questions, issues, or PRs people want to discuss. The intent of this section is to provide a time for people to bring up anything that they didn't feel merited an agenda item. Okay, since you're all regulars, you get less time to bring up stuff. So I had maybe one or two proposed agenda items. The first one I'll toss out and see what people think is renaming our master branch to main. Osquery predates the current Git idiom of using main as the master branch. And every now and again, I find my fingers get real confused by that because everything else I touch uses main these days. I'm always cautious of making changes, but I think I noticed that the trail of bits people use main in their repos for the Osquery clones as well. So I don't know if anyone has pros, cons.
Just totally fine with me. I mean, there's probably a couple of like CI things that need to get updated. I definitely no opposition at all if someone has the time to like make it happen.
Okay, I might do it if no one objects. I think most of our CI jobs actually support both main and master because all the ones I wrote put them both there in an array. But
oh, really? Okay, great.
I'm sure you're right that one of them is missing.
Yeah, something might break somewhere. in any case, like I will be fiddling with the code signing CI for the new trusted signing stuff. So
we should
we can
change
do
it
some minor
in
fiddling.
the code sign packaging repos as well.
Yeah, are they still on master? Or
they're all on master. The Osquery Go, Osquery packaging, code sign. Actually, all our repos, even the toolchain and archived ones. But
toolchain, I don't know enough to fix or to change. That one, I don't know if it's got. It should be straightforward. That one confuses me. But I probably know enough to change all of the other ones.
Which one confuses you, Seth?
Toolchain.
Oh, toolchain. Yeah.
Our foundation repo is on main.
That one's just notes. Okay, so it sounds like we have general support for this from the small number of people that are here. And maybe I'll just get motivated and do it one day. See what breaks.
You know, it might work on toolchain. I'm not sure. Like, there's no reference within the toolchain repo to the word master. But maybe it's possible that like in the build process, it checks it out by master somewhere. But I think similarly, it probably just needs to like make the change and then see what breaks. And then we can patch things up.
Maybe a heads up on core first or something.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay. Next agenda item, Osquery 514 release.
Yeah, we talked about doing a release around the end of this month. I know I have a PR that I have not put up yet, but that I'd like to get into the release around authentication for the remote retrieval of Yara roles. I know that Fleet also, Lucas is working on updating the Mac firewall table for Sequoia.
I saw you found that framework, so that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think we maybe talked about this a while ago in office hours, but just as a reminder to everyone, like I refactored some code from Osquery that makes it really easy to access anything that's in System Profiler, and that was several months ago now, or maybe a year. I don't know, a while ago now. But anyway, the firewall info is available in System Profiler. There's a lot of it, so that's what Lucas is using. But there's also potential for adding other tables if folks are interested. That's always possible. Anyway, that's tangential to the release. We would love to see those things get into the release.
Is the system profiler info, is it more, and do we want to present that as a new table or an expanded table, or do we want to just kind of clone the schema of the old table?
You're talking about for firewall? It's actually, to my understanding, a bit less. It has like some of the values for the firewall, but not all of them. I think that we would ideally, we would just sort of maintain compatibility with the existing table and send blank values where we don't know them.
That seems reasonable. I'm mostly curious because you said there was a lot of info. So.
Oh, there's a lot of info for potential new tables.
Oh, yes. Collide exposes the entirety of System Profiler.
Yeah. If we want to get any of them into like official tables in Osquery Core, it's relatively easy to do.
Nice. That's right. I remember you putting up that PR now, but I don't think I had connected that firewall data was there yet.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that it was, or that I guess it didn't matter. Maybe is more the thing, but now it matters.
No, nice. Great. I'm excited to have that land. Also,
so
maybe,
I guess like, do other people have other PRs that you want to get in for this release?
yes. I don't think we have any PRs that aren't already up, and I'm just sort of slowly working through reviews and trying to approve the stuff that's hanging out in our spot there already. I know Stefano's done some reviews too, as well as put up some code.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, Stefano's got a Safari extensions. Seems like we should probably try to get that in.
Yeah, that one's new. He's also got a refactor on read file. We have a handful of bug fixes from some external people, which is always great.
Should we try to tag the release like mid next week?
No, we can aim at that. Yeah, I'll see if I can get through all the PR review I want to do. But we can check in next week and see where we are. And we'll get to test the new fancy code signing. Thank you again, Zach. A small update about the macOS Sequoia pop-ups. My understanding is that Osquery running in the root context triggers a macOS pop-up because of a macOS bug. The details on this bug are, it's basically that, like, I think what's happening is Osquery, as part of how it gathers the host name, does a lookup on the host name information, which ultimately triggers an MDNS lookup, which causes packets to go out to the local network. So there's like several macOS bugs here and implementation choices. I have been told it is all fixed in the 0.1 release.
15.1. Yep.
So, yeah, bugs. Gotta love them.
If you shell out to SCUtil and then get the host name that way, it doesn't trigger it. But
Yeah, but we're not going to replace system
know.
info. Yeah, so anyhow, that's the status on that. I don't think I have much else to say. People want to hang out or take 45 minutes back?
Take the time back, I think.
That'd be my vote. I'm a little underwater this week, so okay.
Wishing you the best.
Thank you, and
Nice to
thank
see
you
you
all.
again, Charvel. I think it's been a little while.
Yep, I've been doing a lot of Rust lately, which is fun.
Oh, interesting.
Make a Rust Osquery SDK.
I'm also a little underwater, but maybe. Let's see.
Alessandro has occasionally threatened to rewrite Osquery in Rust.
Ooh.
I don't think it's a real threat, but you know.
It's an interesting one. All right.
There are
Well,
definitely
thanks, y'all.
days I think about rewriting Osquery, but mostly I think second system effects are a little too large.
Yeah. I've contemplated similar things, like, well, maybe we could just pull out the virtual table implementations and hook it up to some other stuff. But oh boy, there's a lot there. It's not just the virtual tables.
No,
Really
there's like
get into it. It's like there's so
the
much
event
more.
system and the scheduler and the diff queries. And you look at all of it, and there are things where I wonder what decisions were made in the past.
Yeah.
But okay. Well, again, thank you all. Thank you for code and time. And
Thank
have
you.
a good end of September.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Same to you. I'm gonna hit the stop recording button.